Miss Library with Mr. B. We're back for another story. Are you guys ready? Oh, Mr. B seems very happy in my arms today. Oh, B, you want to get on your magic carpet? Okay, you get on your magic carpet. There you go, B. All right, you guys get on your magic carpet. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Okay, are you ready? Put your mud puddle eyeballs in. Put your mud puddle ears on. Put your mud mouth in. Ooh, zip that up. Put your seatbelt on. Click. We are going to Julian's house. I think you're going to like this. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Hold on, everyone! Hold on! Whoa! Woo! Wow! That wasn't too bad of a landing. Oh, here we are. Are you guys ready? This story is called Mud Puddle. And it is by Robert Munsch. And the pictures, or the art, is by Sammy Samolianen. Sorry, Sammy, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Here is Julianne. Julianne's mother bought her clean new clothes. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. Can you button your shirt? She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she walked outside and she sat down under, I wonder if you can guess what kind of tree that is. What do you see? Right, she sat under an apple tree. Unfortunately, hiding up in the apple tree, there was a mud puddle. It saw Julianne sitting there and it jumped right on her head. She got completely all over muddy. Even her ears were full of mud. Julianne ran inside yelling, "Mommy! Mommy! A mud puddle jumped on me!" Her mother picked her up, took off all her clothes, and dropped her into a tub of water. Splash! She scrubbed Julianne till she was red all over. Can you scrub yourself? Scrub! And then she washed out her ears, and she washed out her eyes, and she even washed out her mouth. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on a clean new pair of pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she looked out the back door. She couldn't see a mud puddle anywhere, so she walked outside and she sat down in her sandbox. The sandbox was next to the house, and hiding up on top of that house was a mud puddle. What do you think's gonna happen? It saw Julianne sitting down there, and it jumped right on her head. She got completely all over muddy. Even her nose was full of mud. Does she look happy? I think she likes that mud. Julianne ran inside yelling, "Mommy! Mommy! A mud puddle jumped on me!" Julianne's mother picked her up, took off all her clothes, and dropped her into a tub of water. Splash! She scrubbed Julianne till she was red all over. And then she washed out her ears. She washed out her eyes. She washed out her mouth. She even washed out her nose. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She then put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she had an idea. She reached way back in her closet and got a big yellow raincoat. She put it on, zip, and she walked outside. There was no mud puddle anywhere. So she yelled, "Hey, mud puddle!" Nothing happened. So she yelled even louder, "Hey, mud puddle!" Joanne was just standing in the sunshine in her raincoat. Started getting kind of hot, so she pulled back her hood. Nothing happened. So she took off her raincoat. As soon as she took off her coat, out from behind the doghouse, there came the mud puddle. It ran across the grass and jumped right on Julian's head. Again. She got completely all over muddy. Julian ran inside yelling, "Mommy! Mommy! A mud puddle jumped on me!" Her mother picked her up, took off all her clothes, dropped her into a tub full of water, splash, and she scrubbed Julian till she was red all over. And she washed out her ears. She washed out her eyes. She washed out her mouth. She washed out her nose. She even washed out her belly button. Can you wash her belly button now? Julian put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on some clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she sat beside the back door because she was afraid to go outside. Where is that mud puddle? But then she had an idea. She reached up to the sink and took out a bar of smelly yellow soap. She gave it a smell. Can you smell it? Ugh! Ugh! She took another bar of smelly yellow soap and gave it a smell. Smell that? Ugh! Ugh! P.U. And she put that yellow soap in her pockets. And then she ran into the middle of the backyard and yelled, "Hey, mud puddle!" The mud puddle jumped over the fence and ran right toward her. Julian threw a bar of soap right into the mud puddle's middle. The mud puddle stopped. Julian threw the other bar of soap right into the middle of the mud puddle, and the mud puddle said, "Oh! Ee! Ooh! Ah! Ah! Ooh!" It ran across the grass, jumped over the fence, and never came back. I guess that's the end of the story. What's she doing now? Blowing bubbles. No more mud puddle. Blowing bubbles? Hey, that's kind of a good idea. Who would blow bubbles? Oh, that didn't work. Hey, I wonder if you've ever made a mud pie. Guess what? I made a mud cake. Do you know how to do that? You go outside and you mix some dirt with some water, and if your mommy or daddy will give you a container, you can put it in something or not. Look at my beautiful mud cake. I put flowers to make it pretty. See, it's all muddy. You might get a little dirty. See that? That's okay. I can just wipe my hand off, right? dirty. You just are like Julianne. Get in the bath, scrub yourself off. Look at this. I could turn it into a birthday cake. Look at that. I'm going to put a candle in. Maybe another candle. Do you see what that is? Just sticks. How about one more? One more. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Miss Library. Happy birthday to me. Oh, thank you. I wonder if you can go outside and make a mud pie or a mud cake or mud pancakes or mud hamburgers or mud cupcakes or mud pizza. You could use leaves for tomatoes or pepperoni. What do you think of that idea? I think that's a great idea. But just watch out for that mud puddle. Hopefully he won't jump on your head. See you next week. Bye.